Hey folks, Rudy Alpha Investments. Typical Rudy 10-minute cheesy video today. I gotta just discuss this whole thing. The amount of people sending me messages regarding Commander Legends, those standard draft booster boxes. This is outrageous. I mean, come on. Let's be really blunt with you all. Essentially online, you're looking at like 130 plus tax. So what, 140-ish? And people are saying, hey, Rudy, do you have this, that? What's going on? My local store is 140 plus tax. So I'm almost 160 for a booster box out the door for Commander Legends regular draft boxes. We're not talking about the collectors. We're not talking about the 5-deck Commander set. The Commander Legends standard 24 booster pack draft box. And again, what I see happening here is we have a situation where essentially this is like a Masters product being priced at it's a good price. I do strongly believe the prices of this thing, of the expected value of the cards within the box, are going to drop hard. The reason for it is I already know, like I remember having a conversation. There's a store in Georgia that already said, look, Rudy, we got like 120 box allocation. We sold a couple to our customers, but we're going to do a 100 box mass box opening. Another store I talked to, kind of central part of the country, they got like 360 boxes. They pre-sold 60. They're doing a mass box opening 300 boxes. That's the most amount of mass box opening quantities. And from these stores I've talked to for years, they haven't done a mass box opening in a while. But the fact the prices are so outrageous, that's what's happening. So because of that, again, a lot of the supply, which normally comes to the market, is not coming to the market because the stores are going to crack it and sell singles. Now, based on where we're at with the market, the pricing, we're about, 7-10 days away from official street date, which is November 20th, I think, unless they change it again. Should be November 20th, everyone. So I want you all to understand, this is not a limited product. We're not talking about collector boxes. This is a standard 24 booster box, okay? Just like Modern Horizons. Yeah, I said it. I haven't even used the word Modern Horizons like many months. People keep saying, Rudy, you used to love Modern Horizons. You're not even talking about it, and it's out of print. Because Modern Horizons, I don't really want to talk about it much because I don't want to jerk the market around because that market is so thin right now. Modern Horizons has been thinning out for the quantity available, and it's very shallow right now. So it's still, you got a couple boxes on eBay like Modern Horizons, like 180 plus tax. But man, if somebody just buys 30 boxes on eBay, boom, the price jumps 20%. So it's kind of a funky thing. But back to this Commander Legends situation. More's coming, okay? If you can't get it for 130 or less, you need to wait. 130 is the top end of the range out the door, and that's pushing it. Going to 150 with taxes or shipping, if it's whether you buy online or locally, is just, you need to throttle back. You're going to regret that decision. Now, again, if you're trying to buy it and you're trying to flip singles and trying to make a quick buck, well, that's different because the higher box price is reflective of the higher expected value, which both of those water levels are going to drop in proportion. So that's a different conversation. But for most people who actually want to open the product, crack the packs, draft the product, whatever you want to do, get the cards, put them in your Commander decks, whatever you want to, I mean, that's a different conversation. You need to wait. I'm telling you all, as of the filming of this video, I saw the Jeweled Lotus. Everyone's going to be like, Rudy, Jeweled Lotus! Ah! Okay, Jeweled Lotus from 150. Last I saw was 120s. Then I saw, I think it was a couple days ago, it was 110. I'm seeing a bunch of buy it nows right now for about $100, $99. So you can see the erosion of value. But man, I'm telling you all, wait 14 days. 14 days when thousands of mass box openers, or not thousands, when I'd say hundreds of stores do a mass box opening of thousands of boxes, wait till that supply and everybody starts rushing and racing to the bottom to convert those cards to cash before the price moves. You're going to see some fun stuff, everyone. I can't wait to make those videos. So if you have boxes locked in for 120 or less, if you got lucky and you got that 110 range, I mean, the 130, 140, 150 now, you need to cool out. Everybody needs to cool off, chill out, eat some waffle fries, get yourself some sandwiches, eat a taco. Everybody needs to relax. Go toast some tater tots. Make some, like I said, chill out, everyone. Because when these next waves show up, which they will, I'm telling you all, this is not going to be a delayed type problem like Jumpstart. But for the love of God, I hope I'm not wrong. Oh my God, Wizards, if you do not stock this product, and this is Jumpstart 2.0, and we don't get more Commander Legends boxes, and these stupid things go to 200 plus a box, and you guys are in Wizards like, well, we can't. Well, I don't know what we're doing. Oh my God, I don't even want to go there. Because then Jewel Lotus is actually going to turn around and probably go above the original high, which was 150. It's probably going to go higher. And all the cards in the set are going to reinflate because there's no supply of the product, and they screwed the whole thing up. That's the only doomsday scenario. And even then, that's temporary. Because more will come. Now, as long as they manage the supply chain and they get the logistics under control, and I'm assuming that's why we delayed the release, right? Right? The reason Commander's Legends got delayed a few weeks was so we could prevent this. So, yeah. I mean, I guess the problem is it's a really good product. It's a very strong product. It's got a lot of boundary pushing cards, pseudo reserve list cards. You've got a good, strong power level. And the price isn't overdone. Even people who are paying these overpriced to the market, paying $150 out the door thing, compared to like an iconic Masters at $250 at release before it tanked, or Masters 25. I mean, it's the same 24 packs as a Master product. Essentially, is there a foil in every pack? I gotta check that. Comment below. If there's a foil in every pack and it's 24 packs, like, I mean, it's a pseudo Master product, but they didn't raise the price. That's essentially what I'm seeing. You've got Mana Drain from iconic Masters. You've got the Jewel Lotus, a huge staple powerhouse to sell the product. You have these cards in product in a ton of rares and mythics. It's actually a huge product. Isn't it like over 20 mythics? Normally it's 15 mythics. This isn't like 20, 25 mythics, 23, 22 mythics. It's a massive product. So I want to give everyone what I'm seeing right now with the market conditions. These are usually kind of, everyone's wound up. You got the hype trains flying ahead. Everybody's hanging on to the hype train. Again, if you did not get a price 120 or below, I highly caution you to wait. Do not kind of go into this market right now in the 140s, 150s, or 160 with taxes, depending where you live in the country. As long as we don't have doomsday scenario, which I don't think is going to happen, the price when the supply and the restock comes, which should be at least release plus 1 day or release plus 1 week, or worst case scenario, release plus 2 weeks. Hopefully it's a decent size. The product can actually get to the market, and the box prices kind of hold around maybe like 120 range, 110 maybe, as long as it's just stable. I'm not expecting it to fire sale and tank like a standard booster box, because essentially it's more expensive than a regular booster box. And you don't have 36 packs, it's only 24 packs. So it's not quite the same as a standard box, but it should not be 150 plus based on being readily available. So that's all I have to say. I guess I can touch on the collector box real quick. I really don't want to too much because it's such a disaster right now. The collector boxes, I know people are going to ask if I don't say something about it. The collector box situation of Commander Legends is so stupid. I really don't want to say much about it. What's the cheap? Last I saw the cheapest was like 260s, 270s before taxes online. And I saw some LGSs were doing $299 plus tax now. It's crappy. It's a crappy situation. The supply is lower than normal, and the fact you're going to have these Mana Drain in a extended art foil. You got the jeweled, Hamburger Lotus thing here, and you're going to get these full Monty flashy versions. They're going to be super expensive. Everyone's going to fight over these collector boxes. There's not enough to go around. I truly don't have an answer to that. The only thing I can hope for is after this initial release, Wizards releases the remainder of the supply, and they're holding some of the supply. They never do a reprint of collector boxes. We've had, 5 collector products? There's never been a reprint of it. And the funny thing is, the biggest supply of collector boxes was like Theros, So that's all I have to say with the collector situation. Seriously, though, I don't have the confidence. I think if you can get collector boxes for maybe like $250, if possible, obviously I think it's kind of a decent product, but I can't get behind Commander Legends collector boxes at $300 out the door with shipping and taxes and fee. That's just, it's too high, because the problem is, unlike the draft boxes, when the actual single cards in the product actually level out and go down, it's going to multiply that leverage with the collector box. It's going to have a harder movement. You know what I'm saying? Because the multiplier, because of the foils and flashier versions. So if you can get it for $250, I think you're fine, or less. Obviously, if you can find it, or if they're available. But $300, that's a hard pass, everybody. That's all I have to say. It's gonna be fun to do box openings. It's gonna be very exciting. Really looking forward to that, everyone. It's gonna be a lot of fun.